Genesis 6. It's one of the most fascinating and controversial chapters in the Bible. So let's dive in. In the opening verses, we find humanity multiplying on the earth, but something strange is happening. The sons of God saw the daughters of men were beautiful, and they took them as wives. This phrase, sons of God, has sparked countless debates. Some say they were fallen angels, others think they were godly men from the line of Seth. But here's the kicker. Their union produced giants, known as the Nephilim. Now, who were these Nephilim? The Bible describes them as mighty men of old, men of renown. They were not just tall or strong. They were legendary figures. Imagine a time when giants roamed the earth. It sounds like something out of a myth, but it's right there in Genesis 6. But the story takes a darker turn. God saw the wickedness of humanity, that every thought of their heart was only evil continually. He regretted creating man and decided to cleanse the earth with a great flood. Yet in the midst of this corruption, one man stood out, Noah. Noah found favor in the eyes of the Lord. He was righteous and blameless in his generation. God chose Noah to build an ark and save his family, along with pairs of every living creature. It was a monumental task, but Noah obeyed without question. And so the stage was set for one of the most dramatic events in biblical history, the Great Flood, a flood that would wipe out the wickedness of humanity and give the world a fresh start. Genesis 6 is more than a story. It's a profound lesson about faith, obedience, and the consequences of sin. It challenges us to reflect on our lives and our relationship with God. So what do you think about the Nephilim and the Great Flood? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more biblical insights. Until next time, keep exploring the Word. Hey, spiritual seekers! Ever wondered how one family changed the world? Stick around for the epic tale of Noah's Ark. It all started with Noah, a righteous man in a time of great wickedness. God saw the evil in the world and decided to cleanse it with a flood, but he had a plan for Noah and his family. God told Noah to build an ark, a massive boat. He gave Noah exact instructions, and Noah followed them perfectly. He gathered his family and pairs of every animal, from elephants to tiny sparrows. Then the rains came. For 40 days and 40 nights it poured. Waters rose and covered the earth, but Noah's ark floated safely on the surface. When the rain finally stopped, the ark rested on the mountains of Ararat. Noah and his family stepped out to a new beginning, a fresh start for all humanity. So if you ever feel overwhelmed, remember Noah's faith and perseverance. Sometimes you just need to weather the storm. I will show you how the Great Flood came to an end. It's a tale of faith, survival, and new life. After 150 days of flooding, God remembered Noah and all the animals in the ark. He sent a wind to dry up the water, and the ark rested on Mount Ararat. Noah waited patiently, sending out a raven and then a dove to see if the land was dry. When the dove returned with an olive leaf, Noah knew it was safe. God told Noah to leave the ark. So Noah, his family, and all the animals stepped out into a fresh new world. Noah built an altar to thank God, and God made a promise. Never again would he flood the earth. He set a rainbow in the sky as a sign of this covenant. Genesis chapter 8 is a beautiful reminder of hope and renewal. Stay tuned for more chapters, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm sure you've heard the news. Rainbows are more than just pretty colors in the sky. Let's find out why. In Genesis chapter 9, after the Great Flood, God made a special promise to Noah and all of us. He said he'd never flood the earth again. And he gave us a beautiful sign to remember this promise, the rainbow. Every time you see a rainbow, think of it as a reminder of God's covenant, a promise of peace and protection. It's like a giant hug from above saying, I've got you covered. But that's not all. Genesis 9 also tells us about the importance of respecting life and building a world based on love and trust. So next time you see those vibrant colors in the sky, take a moment to reflect on this divine assurance and the values it stands for. Remember, a rainbow isn't just a splash of colors, it's a symbol of hope and God's everlasting promise.
If you love history and the Bible, you need to know Genesis chapter 10. It's like a family album of nations. Genesis chapter 10 is often called the Table of Nations. It's like a big family tree showing us how Noah's sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, started different nations. Japheth's line spread out to Europe and Asia, Ham's descendants went to Africa and parts of the Middle East, and Shem's family stayed mostly in the Middle East. Ever heard of the term Semitic? That's from Shem. This chapter isn't just a list of names, it's about how people spread out and formed cultures after the flood. For example, Nimrod, a descendant of Ham, founded cities like Babylon and Nineveh. Cool, right? So next time you read Genesis chapter 10, think of it as an ancient map showing us the roots of our world today. Amazing how it all connects, isn't it? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more biblical breakdowns.